Alright guys, I'm here with another video. I know it's been a long time. Real life has definitely gotten in the way. So it's been a little while since I played STO. Now I'm back trying to relearn the game because it seems every time I take a break, this game changes. When I came back, I decided, you know what, I just want to play with my Torpedo for now. I don't want to learn anything else. I see cannons are kicking butt, all these other builds. I don't care. I want my torps, I want to fly them, I want to have fun with them. So this is the first build that I've come back to mess with, and figured let's do a video on it. Changed up the ship. If you've seen any of my other videos, I like these big ships for torpedoes. It's just my thing, and before this, the Alachi Shishar was my jam. And now I've switched up to the Tzenkethi Dreadnought carrier. I was talking to Odinite, shout out to the master of torps. And we were saying this ship would be a pretty damn good torp boat, so let's try it out. The build, if you've seen anything of my other torp videos, it's going to be a lot of the same stuff. So, just do a quick overlook. It's Delphic, it's Enhanced Biomole, it's Terran, Quantum. We got the Dyson weapon for the 3-piece set bonus. In the back, I have some energy weapons on here. Again, it's just kind of secondary damage. I do like using ones that have cool procs, though. I mean, that's really what it's for. Like Corrosive, giving me the damage resistance. The negative damage resistance, obviously. And then, like Delphic, this is something that's not going to proc a lot, but when it does, it's actually going to help with the torps. So why not? It's going to give us the 10% weapon crit chance and severity for 5 seconds. You can see this thing has a universal console, so it's pretty much a miracle worker ship. I have Domino in there, which is from the Bajoran ship. I have the dynamic power distributor, which, what a console. I recommend it for any kind of build you're doing. It's delightful. I have the proton particle stabilizer, pretty much just for the set bonus. I have, a ferrofluid hydraulic. I have the point defense. I have the interface quantum. This is a low buy. This goes with the quantum. It's 2 pieces, some more crit chance and severity. I have my bioneural, and then you'll see here, I'm all exploiters. I go for all crit severity when it comes to torp boats. But you'll see I'm on a ROM, so I have pretty good crit chance and severity built in already. This is something you could, if you're flying your own kind of torp boat, and you want a balance, you could put some crit chance ones, split it with some exploiters, go locators, exploiters, test it out, see how you feel. No one way is the absolute right way. Have fun with it. Then you'll see we have the dual hanger, which obviously the Shishar only had one, and we have the Elite Shuktins, which are the pets for the Tzenkethi. Just run down our stats real quick. We have 133 power transfer for the torp boat. It doesn't mean anything. We'll see here on a ROM we have 26 crit chance and 204 crit severity. For me, I go for it. If I'm going to crit with the torp, it's going to hit hard with all that severity. So, that's pretty much how I'm going. Skills, we're running Intel primary. We used to run Temple Op. We went back to Intel, pretty much for the bonus of flanking damage. We have Strategist still as our secondary. And traits, again, just stuff you're going to see all the time. There's no real big differences here. We have a good day to die, Anchored. We have Context is for Kings, Duelist Farver, Fleet Coordinator, Kinetic Precision, Operative, Projectile Training, Self-Modulating Fire, blah, blah, blah. Starship traits, we have Cold-Hearted, we have Tactical Analysis, we have Torpedo Barrage, we have Unconventional Tactics, which is a really nice one. You get a 15% Cat 2 damage bonus when hitting Brace for Impact. And then we have Reverberation, pretty much just a chance to drop shields for 8 seconds with a torp boat. Can't ask for anything better. Now we'll look down at Space Rep. I obviously just came back to the game, so I don't have any of my reps anywhere near Tier 6. I'm not even sure if you can have it to Tier 6 yet if you start at the beginning. I think people are getting close, but these are all your basic Tier 5 stuff. I have my crit severity, I have my crit chance, I have Torpedo Pre-Fire Sequence, OKS, and Control Countermeasures. Stations. Now this is where, when I was building this boat, I said, it does look really nice for a torp boat, but what am I going to do with these stations, man? I can't run my dual copies of Concentrate Firepower 3 or Aux to Bat. Kind of because I use both is why I can't use dual. So, I just went with one copy of Firepower 3 and one copy Aux to Bat. We have good tactical seating, so we have everything we want. Just a little structural integrity collapse down here. We have another debuffer here in structural analysis. Subspace Vortex 2, kind of just there to be there. Just throw it down. This is not an EPG build, so we're not going to see great damage out of that. But the really interesting thing about using a Miracle Worker ship with command for a Torpo is this ability right here, Mixed Armament Synergy 3. So pretty much activating a beam, a cannon, a mine, or torpedo will cause you to gain 50% bonus all damage for the other 3 types of weapons. Now obviously that's Cat 2, 50%, that's awesome. The thing with me though, I don't manually fire my torps, I auto fire. So, again, I'm looking at the RNG. I'm hoping that one of my 3 energy weapon types, or just my other types, obviously, other than Torpedo, are going to be the first to fire after I hit that ability. I try, obviously, to hit it when I think that's going to happen, because pretty much what it's saying is if a Torp fires first, my turret and my beams are going to get boosted. Who cares? I'm running a Torpo. It's not going to help me. If I do get the Dyson Proton weapon, the turret or the Omni to fire first, I'm getting 50% Cat 2 to my Torps. Really, really nice increase. So, definitely a RNG risk worth taking. If we look at the duty officers, again, basics. I have my 3 technicians, just warn my 1 Ox to bat for Cold Hearted for the cooldown. My emergency con hologram, always need it with these big ships for my evasive maneuvers. I have a projectile weapon officer, chance to gain damage, and a chance to stack crit severity. So, the basics. So basically, my goal, since I kind of started in with Torps and saw some really good numbers, was to try to break 200k. I don't know if it's ever been done before with Torps. It might have. I've never seen it done. That doesn't mean it hasn't, It just, I've never seen it. So my goal just for me was to try to get a Torp boat over 200k. And since I've been back, I've been able to do it with both the Shashar and this Tzenkethi Dreadnought. So I've been really happy about that. And already there's one thing I want to change out and test. Maybe that will show up in a video in the future. But I didn't do it for these runs, so I'm not showing it. But I'm going to take out tactical analysis and I'm going to put in subspatial warheads. Now, this ability, hitting a high yield or a transport warhead, which terrible ability, but this build really runs on high yields because of concentrated firepower and torpedo barrage. And my 2 main damage torps, my Delphic and my enhanced biomole, are high yield torps. So it spawns a level 66 subspace tear that will chase down the nearest foe while causing 1699. I guess that changes, depends on certain things. It doesn't actually say what stats increase this or help it. I'm not sure if any do. Physical damage and -5 current engine power. Now the engine power, not a big deal, but the physical damage I'm doing, that's pretty much what I'm doing. I'm kinetic and physical. I have some abilities that are debuffing for those. So I've actually done a couple runs and seen some good numbers out of it. So, we'll see what that can add and what that's worth. We're back in STO. We're having fun with Torps. If any of you guys are really interested in flying Torps and doing a Torp build, if anything here has helped you, that's great. But honestly, go check out Odinite on YouTube. He has some great torpedo videos, some starter guides, some rundowns. I mean, that is the guy to learn from. That's who I picked it up from. You go, you pick up the basics. He really knows the ins and out of Torps, and then from there you just kind of play with it and you make it your own. That's the fun of this game. There's no exact right way. Torps work really well. You could do it in a lot of different ways. Obviously, you're going to see some of the same Torps if you really want some high DPS, things like that. But, you can have fun mixing it up. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and see you guys later.